Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lennon. How you guys doing? And welcome back to yet another Faction Focus Sunday. So let's get into it. Today we are taking a look at the Nervii in the Celtic factions, or barbarian factions, or the Gaelic tribes, it's officially called. As the Gaelic tribes, of course, we have the plus 20% melee attack for all CAF, plus 2 public order for every neighboring war we have. And as the Nervii, you have a normal challenge, initial challenge, 50% chance of successfully launching an ambush, and plus 20% melee attack for all units during battles in own or allied territory. Very good on the defense, especially if you can pair your defense with an ambush. You're going to be in good hands over here. So let's get onto the field and see what we are working with. Okay, so here we are on the field as the Nervii, and as you can see, we start with only one minor settlement that we can upgrade for one thing. So it is a pretty weird starting position, but hey, it's pretty interesting. So let's take a look at it. Diplomacy wise, we have one military allies with the Atrebates, whatever they are. They are your neighbors, and they possess the main settlement for your home province. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of annoying, so you don't probably get the entire province here. And for the rest, like, neighboring factions pretty much hate you. Two barbarian factions, they are down here. They are same blood, so you could see if you can save them up and maybe let them join the alliance. However, expansion wise, that leaves you with little to less options. So basically, your first expansion is either going to go south. You can get Trevor within 1 or 2 turns if you do it correctly, and Sequani, or no, the Sequani have your home territory, so sorry about that. This is another province. But these two settlements are your first options, or you go over here and take out the Frizzy and the Cheruski. So you can either go south or go east. Northwest is a little bit out of the picture for now. Later on you can do whatever the fuck you want, but I don't think it's wise to go towards England, or like go through their territory to start raising land over here while you have problems on your borders. So you start with a warlord and 2 little armies, basically crab sacks, but you can get here in 1 turn. So you could see if you could recruit with this army, move this army over here, and on turn 2 get this city. Within 2 turns of that, you can maybe get Fasontio. So within like 5 turns, you could get 2 cities if you do it right. So let's take a look at our armies. So over here we have a little bit of a crab stack with some calf and some levy freemen, and over here we have basically the same but then smaller. So as we have only 1 settlement, you're gonna have to make choices on what you want to build. Because as the barbarians, we have, of course, the 3 different build splits. We have horses in the green line, which gives us light horse, mighty horse, and noble horse, which is basically light, medium, heavy calf for your doing. We have the craftsman's house, and gives you skirmishers, although that's not really important since you can already start building youths from the start. You get the Gaelic hunters and the ballistas from that line, and your main line is of course the artisan lodge, which gives you Celtic warriors and spear brothers, so basically your decent frontline units. At tier 2 you get guerrilla swordsmen, which we haven't really seen a lot in the campaign so far, but they are apparently there. And they are pretty decent upgrade from your Celtic swords, like 2740 and 50, and these guys have 3040 and 62 melee defense, 45 armor, so these guys are pretty good at your frontline units. You also have naked spears, good against cav, but a little bit less armor and defense than your regular spear brothers or that sort of stuff. At tier 3 you get the fair swords, which is basically still a little bit of an upgrade from your gorilla swords. And as lastly you have your Oathsworn, either infantry or general. So that's basically all you have to work with to deal with basically all the other barbarian factions with the same limitations, and the Germanic factions, which have a little bit of a different unit count. So initial challenge, I do think it's normal or hard. Like what I said, you can like start building a couple of units here, get maybe some extra 2 units over there. So that means you got like 2 is 8, like 11 over here, which should be able to get this army going, and then force march this one into there as well, so you have another 4 units to Oathsworn in there. So you could get this within like a turn on turn 2, then start recruiting more units, and on turn 3 move towards Fasantio. So within turn 4-5 you can have like two extra settlements, and then see if you need to go east. As a This is Total War challenge, you're gonna have a hard time in the start. Still would take this settlement, and I'll probably go after this, because Fasantio might not be the best option then. You might still want to push hard to get these settlements and then that, so you have a little bit of a buffer, but yeah, then you're still having problems over here, and yeah, it just creates more problems. But in a Total War series, that is always the case. So I don't know if I have anything else to add. Do we have any interesting victory objectives? Germania, Britannia, Galatia. What the hell? Why do we need... Okay, basically to win this, you need to conquer Britannia, you need to conquer over this, over here, and you need Galatia at Cappadocia, which is basically on the entire opposite end of the world. So that's where your harder challenges comes. But ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that's all I have to say about the Nervii. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys do it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.